Any of you that have worked with me or any of the Connectors team, you'll know that we spend a good amount of time earlier on the project really trying to get to know our customers and understand their needs and what it is that their pain points are, their aspirations, and then we sort of come up with some technology solutions and concepts that are going to fit exactly what they're looking for. And part of that process is putting together very detailed cost estimates of what that initial investment is going to be. And that is what I want to talk to you today a little bit about. So that initial investment, let's take an example, let's say $200,000 with a particular customer or a particular project. And quite often I'll get the response back, wow, that's a lot of money. That's probably a little bit outside of our budget or what we were thinking. Can we start to pare back or do some value engineering? That's a very common word. And that's fine. I totally understand working to budgets. You don't want to be overspending or overcommitting yourself. However, I think it's important to realize that there is more than just the initial investment that needs to be considered. And a lot of you watching will agree this is nothing new, but we'll just go through some of the things that may be specific to AV and technology projects. I mean, the first obvious one is if you have systems that are designed very simply and don't have a lot of complexity or they're not over-engineered, then they're reliable. And if they're reliable, then over the long period of their life, say 5+ years, the cost to maintain them is low, and that should be considered in your overall picture of assessing costs. Secondly, you want to look at how easy it is to use these systems. If they're really easy to use and you can avoid those embarrassing situations of wasting time trying to get the technology up and running, that all has a cost as well. It's a bit of a hidden cost. Not just the cost of time, but the cost of embarrassment of putting people on the back foot and they're not feeling confident, they're not feeling good about themselves, and that could cost money, especially if you're doing important presentations or some important show in an entertainment venue. It all sort of accumulates. Another thing that is really quite not always considered is what I would say the wow factor. And this is not for all projects. This is not in most projects, but definitely if you're trying to make some sort of an impression or create an experience for customers or people that are either using or enjoying these AV systems, I think it's important to have something that's a little bit extra, a little bit more exciting, and that's a little bit more expensive to start off with, the initial cost, but over the long term you could reap back the benefits in terms of creating that brand, creating that experience, people are talking about it, and that's sort of bringing costs, maybe not bringing costs down, but bringing money potentially back to repay for that initial outlay. And the last point is uptake of use of the new technology. And that's really important. I mean, I have not met a customer so far that I've worked with that has not been really focused on getting the uptake of this new technology as high as possible. That's the whole purpose, isn't it? To invest in the technology so that the people that are using it will use it and have better outcomes in whatever it is they do, whether it be in business or in education or in legal or whatever field they're in. So that's really it. I hope those tips will help you on your next future project when you're assessing costs. Don't just look at the initial upfront ticket price. Consider all the other items that kind of make up the bigger picture of cost. It's more of an investment over the long term, and good luck with it. If there's anything we can help you with on your next project, feel free to reach out. Thank you.